Cool. Scheme.
So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, it's always hard to gauge the true worth of Jordan Henderson, as he's not the type of player you can measure in terms of goals and assists. He'll be the brains in midfield, trying to provide the creative input for players up front whenever possible.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And this is Ibrahimovic! Oh, that was venomous. Serginho. Jordan Henderson. Oh, it's Van Basten. And Serginho, well seen, saw that coming. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, well played. Yaya Toure. And this is Ibrahimovic.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Up he goes! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Well, it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Rijkaard. Adams. Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, that is one way to stop him. That's a good ball. Gattuso. Now it's Messi. Can he get it through? And he cuts out the supply. Oh, good-looking ball. And that has been cut short. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Frimpong. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's found support out wide. Frimpong has crossed into the middle. Nesta is there, and he can get that clear. Now there's a fine ball. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. No foul, says the referee. Now it's Pirlo. And here's Bale. Bale going face-to-face with his great rival. Bale unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Look at the space here. It's Pirlo! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. And we have our very first corner. Punched away. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Birmingham have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Frimpong. That's an imaginative pass. Cruyff. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now, can they get him away?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Czech gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. 5 minutes till the break. And reclaimed it in a trice. Adams. Frimpong. Threads one in. Can he latch on to this? Rijkaard. And it's Cruyff. Knocks it into space. Out towards the flank. And it's been played. Ibrahimovic! Well, now it's a race. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Smart assist in full effect, lol. They still haven't banned it.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 3.
Here we go again then.
Birmingham clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And this is Bale. Good take, and is he in? Conte. Now Van Basten. Oh, perfectly measured that. And they're not going to make any further progress now. That's a good ball out wide. Bale. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Rijkaard defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Now it's Bale. Pinches it off him. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Time for a change in personnel.
El dorsal 27, el dorsal 30 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 11, el dorsal 6.
Oh, bang on target. It's their second corner of the game. Keeper's dealt with that. And it's Rijkaard. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. And the shot's on here. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Conte. Hakimi. For Conte. Gattuso. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Pirlo. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Van Basten. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Tries to play it through. Conte. Now this could be a chance. Shapes to shoot! He's got a goal! And finally he has breathed life into the game! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Well, that has not gone well. Messi, great vision. He's through here. He's having a shot! It's bounced back off the post.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. There's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what system they'll be playing with now, Peter.
And it's Azar. Nicely weighted ball. And he's picked it up out wide. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Rijkaard tries to clear. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Neymar! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Barcelona have their second corner now.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Messi plays it short. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Chance, surely! And now they can spring out of defence. Van Bouten, and he's been shifted off it. Ibrahimovic, and this is Romario. Romario, Ibrahimovic. Decent chance! He's scored! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
El dorsal 18. Ibrahimovic.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway.
Well, the greatest goal threat down below us, Peter, is Michael Owen.
Forever the boy wonder. Burst onto the world scene, of course, in such sensational style and left us with that unforgettable impression.
Yeah, and he'll forever be remembered for that, Peter, but his catch-me-if-you-can style of finishing and one-on-one duels with keepers, it became the norm.
Absolutely so, and I guess we're all expecting him to notch a goal or two here. Hernandez gets over and intercepts, and he's intervened well there. Vieira. Now that looks a decent ball. There's the shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Played into space, and this is Perez. Great challenge, time to perfection. Rijkaard. And here's Owen. It's Xabi Alonso. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And he's worked it through. And this is Ibrahimovic. He's one-on-one, and the shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest.
It's Ibrahimovic! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Ibrahimovic is offering a wry smile there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And that has been cleared. Alonso. Real chance! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
This their second corner of the game. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Costa Curta. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Perez. Rui Costa. Now can he find a finish? Chance, surely! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Lille certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter.
Oh, he's been caught napping! Showing great feet there. And the shot! In he goes again! He's scored! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Oh, what a... Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Iniesta, just denied by a lick of paint. We're talking centimetres.
That's a little off target. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Costa Curta makes the interception. Xabi Alonso is the team's great visionary. Now it's Owen. He's shifting through the... Owen! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Lille applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. Nice looking ball. Perez. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Perez. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. And it's Hernandez. Rui Costa conjures time and space where few can. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. He's through, now is he in? Ibrahimovic. Chance! He scores! Into the lead once more. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Beckenbauer gets across to intercept that. Now, can they get him away? And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Knocks it into space. And this is Ibrahimovic. He's picked his way through. Xabi Alonso. And this is Iniesta. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That's a cute ball. And he's intervened well there. And he thumps it clear. That pass has been well intercepted. It's a good spell of possession, this. Thuram deals with that comfortably. And that's really well manoeuvred. There's the whistle for half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Short changes him with that pass. Oh, well measured. Ibrahimovic. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Chance for a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! 3! He is flying! A vast presence, and there is no stopping him.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Aimed beyond the defence. He's in a great position here. Oh, look at the space here. That's tidy. Neymar. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Can he finish? And he passes it long. And that is a little undercooked. Costa Curta. Perez. Rui Costa. Passes short and sharp. It's Drogba! Wow, that is Didier Drogba! He's got himself an absolute peach. They're back within reach!
Changement pour Lille. Le numéro 17. Le numéro 18.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Drogba.
So, is this the start of a comeback?
À leur place, le numéro 24.
And this is Neymar.
Le numéro 9.
Oh, lovely feet, he is such a good mover.
Le numéro 7. Kaka.
Oh,
Changement.
the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Mbappe. Can he get on the end of this? He has a look up, and he shoots!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a pretty loose pass. Some really good ball movement. Iniesta. Now it's Romario. Just about up to 75 minutes. Looking for options. Goes for a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. And he's quick to get it clear again. And it's Kaka. David. And the shot! Oh, taken with style.
Attention, changement.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. We have got ourselves a game here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And that pass just didn't quite work.
Birmingham surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Cafu cuts out the pass. And he's got the beating of his man. And the finish! And it's in! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Now it's Mbappe. And now they can clear their lines. Well, they've got it again.
Il y aura 4 minutes de temps
Pirlo.
additionnel.
Bale. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? There will be 4 extra minutes. Oh, Red, nice interception. Oh, easy. Tries from distance. And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage.
Bro 1 vs 1. Sure bro, but not today. Subscribe and follow someone you know when in not live. Then we can arrange it. So you know asterisk.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant. So
Pele! Oh, nearly, but not quite. Barcelona with the corner. They're first. Ronaldinho goes short.
2 bar.
Cut out. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking to play him in. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Pele. Now it's Nedved. Nedved stood his ground strongly. Bale. And the counter is on. And it's Neymar. Rijkaard. Iniesta. Barcelona have it back and can go again. Now it's Iniesta. Nice looking ball. Edmilson. Pirlo. Well seen. Saw that coming.
that's great positioning. So good from him. That was well played, well stopped.
That's an excellent interception. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Over to the left. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's Bale! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. Well, they can break here. Oh, strongly challenged there. Rijkaard. Now he's got space here. Oh, delightful ball. And that was very necessary. Barcelona have reclaimed it. Still goalless.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And he's been shifted off it. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Ibrahimovic. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And they're quick to get it back. Played out to the right.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Barcelona look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Edmilson. Neymar. Now it's Bale. Out to the right. Threads one in. And he welcomes it in. Goes for a shot! He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. The ball has bounced loose now. Mohamed Salah. And it's Rijkaard. Pass somewhat off target. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Nedved. Ferdinand gets across to intercept that. And it's Bale. Pirlo. And that has left him in a heap. Bale was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Birmingham clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Nicely shaped ball. Ferdinand calmly anticipates. Pirlo. And this is Bale. Pele. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bale is onto this. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He intercepts the throw, that's well read. Tries to pass it through. Edmilson. And it's Neymar. Knocks it into space. Ibrahimovic! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Cruyff. Pirlo. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Substitution in progress.
So off we go once more.
Birmingham clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Picked out brilliantly. Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Now it's Neymar, and this is Ibrahimovic. Shot could be on. He's having a shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
A probing pass, and it's made its way to him. They're urging him to shoot. That is a brilliant interception, but that has not gone well. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
And that has put paid to that. Can he get it through? Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And this is Nedved.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And this is Bale. Bale showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Bale. Tries to play it through. Ibrahimovic.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And it's Neymar. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Played into space. And this is Eto'o. Costa Curta, the man synonymous with solidity. That's a cute ball. Cross needs to be good. Header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Shoots! It's a loose ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Schneider. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Barcelona. Big chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Barcelona have their third corner. And it's been taken short. Nedved with the delivery. Czech claims it, safe hands. And now they can spring out of defence.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Pelé. And that is a little undercooked. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Couldn't squeeze it through.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Ibrahimovic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Bale. Number 4, Johan Cruyff. Number 10.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Played in by... Oh, what a climb!
Romario.
And oh, he's got that... That has been slung wide. I think we're just about done here. And this is Eto'o.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Looking for a runner.
Has been indicated.
And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Schneider can see things others simply cannot. Park Ji-sung's cross. Ferdinand. And that will be the final act. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here.
Well, Peter, when you've got a striker like Romario in your team, you're always going to be in with a chance.
Oh, there's no one quite like him.
Yeah, a bit of a revolutionary.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, surely that deserved better.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Romario. Totti. Well read, nice interception. Xavi Alonso. And here's Romario. And here's Iniesta. It's Iniesta! Ibrahimovic! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Iniesta. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Costa Curta kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, they could break here. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Romario. Tries to play it through. Busquets. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Romario. Oh, that's a fine interception. Ronaldo chasing after it. Taken back almost at once. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Busquets is always scanning the pitch for targets. So we're still where we started right now. Now it's Romario. Tries to pass it through.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Thuram with the clearance. Iniesta. Milan have it back and can go again.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Oh, shooting chance! Well, now it's oh, he's been caught napping. And the finish! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
And he's managed to get rid. And it's Neymar. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And now they can spring out of defence. And the counter-attack is on for Milan. He's shifting through the gears here. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Great vision. And Romario! Neymar! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Luis Suarez. No, he is not giving anything away. That's a cute ball. Good ball over the top. He's being urged. It's Luis Suarez! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Suarez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Big header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. And this is Neymar. Odo. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Luis Suarez. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Iniesta can so cleverly bypass the press. Odo. Otto tries making a foray down the right. Suarez could try cutting inside here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Rijkaard gets it away. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's on it. Luis Suarez! It's there!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important
And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Birmingham can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
In with the challenge. He is through here. He's in a good position. It's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, crossbar! Xavi Alonso. And it's Romario. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
It's played through for him. Oh, no joy this time. Now it's Romario. And that is expertly dealt with. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Now it's Romario. Busquets wins the duel this time. Just wouldn't stay down for him.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
Cristiano Ronaldo, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Oh, played through for the wide man. Now it's Totti. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Albertini. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Can he get on the end of this?
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders.
Oh, what a climb!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Busquets. Baresi. Well read, and the danger is averted. And it's Totti. And this is Luis Suarez. Knocks it into space. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Luis Suarez. And he's had it nicked away. Just about up to 75 minutes.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Great ball if he can get there. Czech claims it. Safe hands.
Milan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now it's Iniesta. Iniesta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Neymar short changes him with that pass. Now it's Luis Suarez. Threads one in. No luck with that dink over the top. Maldini. Oh, it's a promising build-up this. Plenty of really nice passing. Time is running out here.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are...
You are very excellent.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Crosses it in.
Milan really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
And they can counter here. Totti takes control of it and he's on the move. Xavi Alonso. Romario. Neymar. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. That's that, the end. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it. But not
Thanks you.
to add to the scoreline in the end.
Thanks bro.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the way the manager has...
I try.
the tunnel lends itself...
Je ne comprends pas l'anglais.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then.
Well, Peter, when you've got a striker like Romario in your team, you're always going to be in with a chance.
Oh, there's no one quite like it. Great chance! Chooses to go cross-field. They get a throw-in. Guardiola. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zico.
Oh, really well played.
And he's managed to get free. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Koundé. That's Park Ji-sung. And it's Messi. Rijkaard. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out... Oh, that is asking... Romario! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
You don't keep those outs. He knew. He just knew.
And you can see he meant every bit.
Ah, he's given it away. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing, and he had to go with the risk.
He'll fancy himself from here.
Yeah, an early test for the keeper, and this is...
Pirlo! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Maldini. Now that looks a decent ball. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Out of play for a throw.
No problem, bro. I still appreciate the compliment.
Substitutions taking place.
And here's Zico. And he's been shifted off it. And this is Romario. Chance for a shot! It's a goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, that's...
Romario is on his... Decent chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they're at it again in double quick time. That really is quite fabulous. All his own and that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then. Well, we all know of Johan Cruyff as the father of total football, but what can...
It's Zico! He's delivered all right!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Valverde. That's good running with the ball. And here's Yamal. There's the shot! Oh, taken with style. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
Oh, how did...
Romario! And this is Romario. Iniesta. Oh, well played. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Cruyff. And it's Bale. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zico. That ball looks a good one. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Birmingham clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Yamal. Looking for the run. Tries to pass it through. Shot a goal! Pirlo. Knocks it into space. And the ball is out of play. Rijkaard is there and he can pick it up. Aimed beyond the defence. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now it's Romario. Iniesta has it in a wide position. Valverde with the clearance. And it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Pass somewhat off target. Yamal.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Robertson. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Opts to play it back. And it's Valverde. Can he get it through? And he's intervened well there. Not the most convincing of passes. And Cruyff! Yamal! It's hit the crossbar. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Tries to play it through. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Brilliantly cut out. Pirlo. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
It's a promising position.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Thuram. Romario, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. It's Ibrahimovic! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
He's given the time to pick a pass. Pirlo. Now it's Iniesta. And there's green grass ahead of him. Chance for a shot! And he's done it! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And the pass is intercepted. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Very little in it, the score at half-time. He's gone for goal! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Nesta. Looking to play him in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now that looks a decent ball. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he's all... Can he finish? finish! And it's come back out to him. Yamal. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. That is a great pick out. He's onside! An instinctive delivery. Thuram attempts a clearance.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Can he get onto this? Toure gets across to intercept that. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Played into space out wide. Zico unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Yamal is in a really good position out wide. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Cruyff! Oh, it's come off the upright. Iniesta.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Yaya Toure. And here's Cruyff. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, what a climb! He's got a goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Decent chance! It's fallen kindly here. And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, at least he was in the right position and he reacted quickly enough. The manager will like that.
Zico. Great vision. That looks a good ball through. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that pass just didn't quite work. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now that's well seen too. Iniesta. Rijkaard cuts it out. Van Bouten calmly anticipates. Into the last quarter of an hour. Zico. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Birmingham really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Can he get on the end of this? Looking for options for movement. Chance! Fantastic from Romario! A finish!
Substitution on the field, number 24.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Tries a shot! It's in! They're level in a try!
Substitution on the field. Number 14.
So there's going to be another change here.
Number 18.
So all square and not for the first time.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And he's picked it up out wide. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. The final 5 minutes. Now it's Mbappe. Czech breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And it's played into the middle. Pirlo. Messi. Threads one in. Ball looks a good one. Crunching tackle. He's trying his best to keep it in play here.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, nicely intercepted. That's a lovely, neat pass. Plays a sharp little ball here. He's having a shot! The last act of a game, which they chased to the very end. It finishes all square, but boy, they were close to snatching it. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round.
No way. That was one of the worst games.
Take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to...
Smart assist was killing it. Pure AI gameplay. I wanted to play a, I would have gone to AI divisions. If asterisk. I makes Div 5 look like Div 1 Plus, so imagine what you think it does for everyone else.
This is the colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
I will never use it.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
He gets big. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Ibrahimovic. Looking for the run. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That's a sharp pass. Tries to play it through. Cannavaro. Rijkaard. And it's Wilshere. It's Roberto Carlos. And it's Roberto Carlos. Wilshere. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pirlo. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Beckenbauer did well to stay calm there. Neither side especially adventurous early on. And no, that was never going to make it. He's through, it's one on shapes to shoot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Cannavaro. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, well played, well played.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
That pass has been well into... He's had a shot! He's scored! Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And it's Zico. And this is Ibrahimovic. It's a good-looking delivery. And he's there to clear it. Vieira. And this is remarkable. And the shot! He's scored! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Can he finish? It's a loose ball. That's going to go a long way. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Beckenbauer, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. It's almost too easy for him, this.
Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Birmingham clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Vieira. Pirlo. Passing nice and neat. Baresi does really well to win the ball there. Great vision. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Romario. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Has a look and plays it forward. And here's Zico. Zico! Oh, full marks for that effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Cannavaro. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Romario threads one in, and it's been played through. It's Zico! Now, who's going to be first to this? Deftly away. And that's going up front in a hurry. Now it's Neymar. Always onto this. Otto kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Iniesta can see things others simply cannot. And this is Romario. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's there to get it away. Pirlo. And here's Romario. Can he get it through? And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Beckenbauer. Cannavaro. Now then, the ball's come loose. Now, can they get him away? And the shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Beckenbauer. And it's Roberto Carlos. He's found a way through. And the shot's on here. Now there's a fight. Decent chance! He scores! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And yes, it's him again. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Owen. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira. And this is Zico. Rijkaard. Lovely ball and a real chance now.
This is the time you need that pace. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Looking to play him in. Roberto Carlos has it in a wide position. Roberto Carlos is very much the model of the modern-day fullback.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. And this is Neymar. Owen, great chance! Oh, that could cost them.
Owen was...
Corner number 2 then. Neymar with the short one. And here's Neymar. And he's making progress on the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Good ball, good take. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Neymar. It's out for a goal kick. Now that's well seen too. The final 5 minutes. Now it's Zico. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, good spread. Oh no, this does not look good. Big chance! Goal! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter...
He's having a shot! Just off target.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Terrific header! Nicely aimed pass. And that is the last effort of the game. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done.
That's all, folks. Thanks to all that joined. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Nice one. Until next time. Adios.